Hi, it's Linda. Welcome back to the Daily Dose, where we talk about the energy that's moving through all of us right now and make it useful for real life. No fancy language, just plain talk and real life. So today is our final chat about the you were made for the full spectrum, not just the pretty parts energy. And today we bring it all together. So let's get started. We've had 4 conversations about this energy. Let's do a quick run through before I leave you with something to sit with and something to do. First, we met the you were made for the full spectrum, not just the pretty parts energy. This is the energy of radical authenticity, of marching to your own beat even when everyone else is off following a different drummer, of accepting the full range of human experience in yourself and in the people around you without needing any of it to be neater or tidier or more consistent than it is. Then we met the Miss Cranky Pants side of the you were made for the full spectrum energy, both versions of Miss Cranky Pants. The one who shames her own extremes and tries to force a consistency that she just wasn't engineered for, and the one who gets frustrated watching people around her who insist on trying to live only the comfortable parts of life. Both versions run behind the scenes. I should have a routine, but I just can't seem to stick with it. What the hell is wrong with me? Nothing is wrong with you. You're just trying to live by someone else's instruction manual. After that, we talked about what you were made for the full spectrum energy looks like in everyday life. Trusting your own seasons. Giving yourself permission to operate differently than the productivity gurus tell you to. Finding people fascinating in their most complicated versions of themselves. Wanting the real conversation, not the small talk. You have no use for small talk. Your fascination with the full range is one of the most powerful things you carry. And then we met the inner saint, your best self version of the you were made for the full spectrum energy. The one who has stopped apologizing for her own rhythm and started completely trusting it. The one whose presence makes rooms feel safer, whose love for humanity extends to the whole complicated, wonderfully inconsistent truth of people, who loves just the way you are, and who answers the question everyone else is afraid to ask, is it time for an evolution? So here's the question for today. Where in your life are you forcing a consistency that doesn't really fit you? And what would it look like to trust your own rhythm even when it doesn't match what everyone else seems to be doing? And if you want a small next step, here it is. For the next week, pay attention to your natural energy without judging it. Notice when you're the most alive, most magnetic, most connected to what matters. Notice when you need to pull back and integrate. Write it down. There's nothing wrong with you. You're learning your own pattern. Now, something new is on its way. Our next energy is one I find really interesting to sit with. It looks suspiciously like doing nothing, staring into space, sitting still, maybe even a little restless and antsy on the outside. But that stillness is exactly where the next move gets clear. Turns out the laziest looking 5 minutes of your day might be the most productive thing you do. Meet the most productive thing you can do right now is to stop energy. Coming up next on the Daily Dose. Until then, find your happy, love what you do, make a difference. Come on back to me safely. See ya.